So I wanted to talk this morning a little bit about psychoanalytic theory. Freud's theories are based on 5 stages of development. There's psychosocial, psychosexual stages of development, in which our basic biological needs are either met or they're not. And he says that when they're not met, we get fixated. For example, in the anal stage, anal retentiveness is a fixation. Freud claims that our personality is developed by the age 5. So I have some different opinions about that, because I think any adult, if they look at the evolution of their personality over their adult years, they can see that it's changed quite a bit. I say quite a bit. I just simply think that everybody's personality changes a lot from age 5 until when they're adult, based on the different lifespan events that happen to most of us. So I know, looking at my own personality, I don't really have any memories before 5 years old, so I don't know what happened during that time and if what happened had any effect on my personality. So I can only remember back as far as 5, and I look at my personality now, and I think it's changed dramatically. I mean, there are certain events in my life that have affected who I am today. I think one of them primarily, and I don't want to say that one thing has had the most impact, but one thing that has had a significant impact is having a narcissistic parent. Not blaming that parent for everything that's happened to me, but I suffer from low self-esteem, lack of self-confidence, and I can see where things happened in my childhood that contributed to that. I think that's all I'll say on the narcissistic parent. Also, having 3 brothers who, at the time, seemed superior to me because of their athletic ability. Oh, okay, I had the academic ability, but I was never really praised for that. A lot of praise and attention in our family for athleticism. I was much smaller than my 3 brothers. Even my fraternal twin brother I'm much smaller than. So I all sort of felt different, embarrassed, sublimated, and so you can say, well, get over it. You're an adult, you've achieved success. Perhaps many people can say much more success, way much more success than your other 3 brothers. But I think there's a time in your developmental years, I think it's somewhere in the teenage years, where there's an imprint of your personality. There's an imprint that is there forever. And all you can do as an adult is try to work on the issues that are derived from that. When people say, oh, don't be depressed, you don't have any reason to be depressed, look at your life. That's like telling somebody with a toothache, oh, your tooth shouldn't hurt, you brushed them this morning. Until you have depression and know what it does, I'm not talking about the normal, occasional blues that all adults get. I mean depression. Till you suffer from that, I can see where it's easy to tell someone, just snap out of it. Well, you can't snap out of it, particularly when it's chemical and your brain is simply not producing enough serotonin And why is it not producing enough serotonin? Is it just a biological, physiological effect of your unique body? Or has prior depressive moments drained your brain out of the ability to produce enough serotonin to keep you normal? So is it physiological? Is it because you've been depressed and you've overused the serotonin that you're allotted in life? I don't know. Does it change things if I do know? I'm on antidepressants. I believe they're working. I mean, I get depressed, believe me, but not at the level that I get to when I'm not on antidepressants. When you're sitting on the sofa, just staring at the wall, completely depressed for no reason at all. That's tough. So, I'm not at that level. Perhaps I'm at a somewhat normal level. And normal means people get depressed anyway, right? So, not sure how much the antidepressants address my self-esteem issues, because they ain't going away. It ain't going away. There's that constant fear. Isn't that what low self-esteem really is? Fear. You can build yourself up, but that fear just suddenly comes crashing down, doesn't it? The fear that you're not good enough, you're going to fail, you're going to be laughed at, you're going to be ridiculous, you're going to be irrelevant, you're going to be anything, number of things that represent failure. I think one really needs to want to work on the self-esteem issues. I think there's hope, but really, does that fear ever really go away? I don't know. I've been around a while, and it hasn't so far. Anyway, thanks for listening.